Hello and welcome back to the top 4 of the LLDS finals. So we made it. We made it all the way through the Friday Swiss rounds, and here we are. So we have our top 4 players. We have Tim Cox from the UK, Erikos Beck from Greece, Florian Gunnar from Austria, and Loa Strandberg from Sweden.
All players which we featured earlier have made it into the finals.
Yeah.
So it looks like we made some good picks there.
Yeah, we did. Obviously, there was a much smaller field than the YCS, but still, we made some good picks.
We got it right. We got it right with the matches we showed you.
Yeah.
And for this round, we'll be showing you Timothy Cox versus Erikos, which is going to be a spiral mirror match again.
Yeah, so as we said, a lot of these guys decided to go with spirals. But let's not wait any longer. Let's get over to the table and see how this plays out.
Let's get into it.
Okay, here we go. So, yeah.
The players will just be notified that they're good to go. There's a handshake coming down.
It's always good to see. It's always good to see when you got a couple of players, you know, nice handshake.
I always get really paranoid about it because I have a habit of getting sick all the time. And it's really rude not to shake someone's hand, but at the same time I'm kind of like, can we just fist bump right there? I don't want to be weird, but you're going to make me sick.
Yeah, bit of a fist bump.
The Yugi flu, as it were.
Yugi flu. I've never heard of that.
You come to a YCS and you go home and you feel awful for a few days.
Yeah, maybe you just caught the crush card virus.
Yeah, that is very, very, very true.
I was trying to think of any other virus card, but they all sound a bit scary, so I just went with the crush card virus.
Oh, that seems fair.
Yeah.
So, Erikos to start, and he's going to be pulling up his quick fix from his deck thanks to Spiral Resort.
He's got the money. He's got the absolute money, by the way.
Interestingly, he chose to play the resort, show the quick fix, then go with the Gofu, as opposed to going for the Gofu to try and bait any potential hand traps and then doing the quick fix as a follow-up. He's actually revealed that he had this option open to him.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's still gonna... I'm trying to think now. There must be a good reason for that, because Erikos is a really good duelist. I'm trying to think of a way why that would be a thing.
What would you try and bait? Ghost Ogre, yeah, okay, you could do that, but that doesn't get rid of the tokens, so you're probably not doing that. Drone Lockbird, you could play after the resort.
I looked away for a second, and then looked back, and suddenly all of the tokens were quick fixes. I was just like, what?
Hocus pocus.
Yeah.
And all the double helixes is going to be stripped out of Erikos' deck as we see the Winter Cherries coming down from Tim. That's quite a grip of cards, but he no longer has a double helix to go into, so 2 Proxy Dragon.
I just thought to myself, around about now.
Oh, Coral Dragon. Okay, we're going to go for a Synchro Summon.
Oh, nice.
Synchro up to 7. Get ourselves an Ancient Fairy Dragon for the first time we're seeing in this tournament.
Yeah. I just realized that although we're in the past right now, by the time that we're casting the YCS tomorrow, we're going to know who won the LLDS. We're going to have to keep it a secret.
I'm pretty sure that'll be easy for me to do. How about you?
No, I'm going to struggle.
But we're going to have so much to talk about for this for
yeah,
this event.
I guess we are, yeah. You have to just try not to talk about it.
We're going to see the second Spiral Resort being added to Erikos' hand. Uses the effect to special summon the drone. Take a look at it. His opponent's top 3. Tim has opened with his own machine duplication combo. There is a Drone Lockbird in Erikos' hand to reduce the impact of the searching. And we're going to see another search. Probably for Spiral Super Agent, as that's, there we go, because then he can put that straight onto the field, because we've took a look at the top 3. Yep, Master Plan, card that you particularly don't want to have.
No.
Although you can discard it with...
1/1.
You can discard it, yeah, for the 1/1, and then get a big red off the quick fix. And he's already drawn the sleeper, which is not exactly optimal. To have the Master Plan and the sleeper is always kind of lean.
So that super powerful Ancient Fairy Dragon swiftly becomes a proxy.
You could take that up into a Firewall Dragon and set the utility wire. Like, that's not the best start you can end on, but he's not... Without double helix, that's still something. Then he'll have 2 forms of disruption during Tim's turn, plus a draw on Lockbird.
Super interesting to see how he's been able to play around, well, I wouldn't say play around, but play through the Winter Cherries. Okay, it's going to go for a rank 1 play.
Yeah, well, you can still convert some of those cards in his hand, like the extra Gofu if he needs to, into more quick fixes.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're going to see... Was that 5 materials?
No, that was
Okay,
4.
I just can't count.
Interesting placement for that Firewall Dragon. If you'd put it below the Link Spider, he could have kept... he would have had the opportunity to co-link it 2 more times.
Yeah.
But Tim decides to pick up his cards and just says, yeah, I see how you've started. I know I'm not going to get over that, and I know Master Plan's my top card.
Yeah, Master Plan being his top card is kind of rough.
Tim just deciding, yep, that's that, and we'll shuffle up for game 2. So, looking at Tim's cards, going first in game 2, the Artifacts engine is going to be coming in. Question, I guess you could question...
Imperial Order?
I mean, technically it could.
Yeah. I've not seen anyone be playing that yet.
It's because it's very...
it's quite niche interactions with
the Spiral deck. It's like... It does some stuff, but it doesn't actually like stop the deck from playing like you would against like... I don't know, like True Dracos or something where you can... Nice.
Yeah, it's not that great against True Draco.
No. It's like Invoked or something.
Yeah, Invoked.
Whereas
That's
it's
a good
like,
one.
there you go, you're not really doing a lot. Anti-spell fragrances for the Pendulum match. I wonder how many people actually choose to outright drop those from their side decks based on what they were seeing today. And players making their side decisions pretty swiftly and shuffling up, and we can get ready for game 2 of this best of 3.
Yeah. He's got some lovely sleeves, hasn't he? Those sleeves are really nice.
The WCQ Yu-Gi-Oh ones.
They are nice as well. The kind of brown. What's the color called? It's the
Red?
No, it's a specific.
The Imperial Order did come in case you're wondering.
Claritin. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Dom would know. Dom, I'm pretty sure this is the same color on the West Ham shirt.
Of course he would.
I think it's Claritin.
All right, we're going to see the hands loading in very quickly, and we'll get started. Okay, so that's a lot of side deck cards being drawn out for Tim. Tim getting the option to go first is unable to put together any sort of combo.
Yeah.
So instead he decides to start with Imperial Order, Artifact Sanctum, and he sets the Spiral Rescue. And there's evenly matched, but that's not going to catch him because he was holding the Lancia in his hand. So now that makes it very awkward for Erikos, who thought he had a very clean start there to sweep out the back row without having to really commit anything into it.
Yeah.
He does have a Gofu.
So I think we're going to see double summon for the first time.
For the first time in this tournament, Tim choosing not to use his Sanctum up until this point, where he can now leave his opponent with a Link Spider and the Proxy Dragon.
Yeah, that does basically nothing.
Yeah, it's...
Erikos is probably thinking, wow, this match ran away from me really quick.
He looked like he had a pretty reasonable start when he was just like, yeah, I think he just guessed Monster for Super Agent. It misses. He sees himself, yeah, I've got the evenly matched. My opponent's set free. He didn't combo turn 1. All right, we're in for this. And
wow. Then, what a top deck.
Well, he knew it was there because his opponent just guessed.
That's why you could see he just flipped. I didn't see it when he flipped it over for Super Agent, to be honest. But yeah, he just flipped it straight over.
Gets the resort. Unfortunately, he's unable to press any further because of a drawn Lockbird coming down from Erikos. And play goes back to Erikos. Holding a Super Agent, a Double Summon, and a Sleeper. He can't get the Sleeper into play yet, so really he's just got Agent is his only life card unless he draws another monster. Oh, I think he drew another evenly matched. Oh yeah, he doesn't really have a lot to go with here. Yep, that's Spiral Rescue. Tim not going to be too heartbroken about that. His last remaining set card, I believe, is Imperial Order. Is that right?
Yeah, it is.
It's Imperial Order is very fragile against us in the Spiral match because of Super Agent.
Yeah. Absolutely, but it could stop, one of those big machine dupes.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you've got definitely some cool stuff. You can actually shut down the resort as well.
Wow, he drew a quick fix. He's got machine dupe in hand.
That seems good.
Yeah.
He has a Spiral Resort in his hand as well, though, right?
Yeah. He's got the key and the secret.
Machine duplication combo going through?
It absolutely is. Wow.
Bearing in mind there is still an evenly matched in Erikos' hand, and he's not going to be locked out from... He doesn't have a filter spell in play preventing him from using that.
Yeah.
But then if Tim is able to run that into 7,200 points of damage, the evenly match isn't going to do anything.
No. No. It'll be... the game will be over at that point. So we see the double helix.
Resort. Search.
All the spiral cards are so cool.
They are very cool and extremely powerful.
Yeah.
When they're all together. Helix tying it all together.
Yeah. Nice red bow.
I didn't see which card got...
No, neither did I. That was too quick.
Yeah, you totally were. Okay. There's a master plan. Two more going away for the Proxy Dragon, and then we're going to see the master plan trigger. Another Spiral Resort and the Sleeper. Gonna play a Spiral Resort over Spiral Resort, then use the search effect for Last Resort. No, he's gonna go for the Super Agent. I guess it doesn't really matter, but he doesn't really need the last resort because he can just get rid of the resort at this point to clear his opponent's cards.
Wow, he has so many cards right now.
That's just the ones that are in play.
Yeah, that's just the ones that are in play. Here, his hand.
Yeah, that's going to be enough.
Day. Wow.
Yeah, that easily was enough. I'm surprised Erikos actually sat there as long as he did. After seeing the machine tube. I guess it was mostly to try and get information out of Tim.
Yeah, especially with it being game 2, side deck cards and things like that.
Yeah, that field didn't actually change that much in the time it took before Erikos decided to actually concede.
Yeah.
So a bit of time burned for a bit of information, but I don't think he saw anything unexpected.
No, neither do I. It was very, very basic spiral combo.
All the traps coming out for Tim. Tim expecting to go second. Erikos could totally get him by saying, "Hey Tim, yeah, you're going first." That was a tactic. Actually, Marcello built his deck for YCS Dallas, from what I heard, with the intent to go second every single game.
Right.
Knowing his opponent's always going to choose that they go first, and knowing that he had the option to.
Yeah.
And then when his opponents got used to him doing it, he started saying, "Yeah, I'll go first," after they started all their hand traps in. Well, actually, no. When they started, like, well, they started, he could get them to side a particular way, and then he'd be like, "Okay, yeah, I'll go first," and it just made them stuck with a bunch of trap cards going second.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that Marcello will do. Taking the mind game to completely another level.
Both duelists 1 win up and ready to move into the final game of this series. Here we go.
So this match, super important for both of these players. What a start to the YCS weekend that would be if they actually, you know, if you win here and then go on to the YCS.
Yeah, well, this is, honestly, for these guys, they're very, very strong players, and they're going to be taking stock of what they see in the games that they've played.
Yeah. I mean, what better practice for a YCS than to play against some of the world's best players?
Yeah. I was talking to one of the players of the LLDS a few minutes before this match started, and they said they're definitely sticking with spirals based on what they've seen, but they're going to change their, just changing their build up a little bit. They're making some changes here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. As I say, what better practice could you possibly get? Sorry, we can see Tim's hand there now.
Tim, he's got the Maxi and the Ash Blossom Joy Spring. He's got the Terraforming Machine duplication, so he can hit with a quick fix combo. Erikos is looking not as good. He does have the quick fix and utility wire, but he needs to guess the agent if he's going for that. That's a super lackluster start.
Yeah.
But we are going to see the drawn Lockbird come down very quickly. That actually puts a big dent into Tim's turn. He can't really go anywhere from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pass turn. Now Erikos is in business. Maxi.
I always like the Maxis in that kind of scenario where you're preemptively doing it, just to say kind of, please stop. Stop, or you're going to give me way more resources than you want to give me.
Because that can usually be a sign of weakness, that you are so desperate for the card that your opponent should commit into it.
Yeah.
But in this situation, I think Tim actually feels pretty confident that even if the Max C gets him nothing, he is good to start really putting the work in on the following turn.
Yeah.
But he's still going to get called out by the Erikos' Artifact Sanctum, which he just would have set then.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we can see on the table here.
Oh wait, he's going to try and go for the Artifact Sanctum, and then he's going to use the Ash Blossom.
Oh yeah, he has got an Ash Blossom in hand. He's got two.
He's got two, so he can do it in his turn and his opponent's turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to see a wire. That sets him back huge. He still can't do anything.
Yeah, he needs to be able to play that. Yeah, he kind of did need that Max C to go off. Double Helix. He's got to call this right, though. He doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know what the top card is.
He knows what the top card is. A utility wired. So
oh,
he knows
of course,
it's
the utility
a spell.
wire.
But Tim is then probably going to throw one of his Ash Blossoms in the way for it. There's two resorts and a trap card. The trap card immediately being shoved to the top. Tim in a terrible situation here. Actually, over 2 turns, I think Tim's going to lose here. He's going to be forced to set cards that he absolutely doesn't want to. Erikos doing his best to, absolutely doing his best to shove what should have been a lightning good start for Tim. And he's just catching him here, catching him there with a minor tar pit of hand traps, as it were. And
yeah, wow.
there it is, there's a handshake. Tim is out. He knows his next 2 turns he's doing absolutely nothing, while Erikos is going to go to town with his double helix and friends.
Yeah, and that's, so, yeah, let's talk a little bit more about it in our post-match discussion. Wow, that was a kind of a swift end in a way. He was just holding him back and holding him back. No, not yet, and then
yeah, Tim,
Erikos
the entire time, if he was able to resolve any of those turns, he would have absolutely exploded onto the field. And Erikos' hand was really weak to that, so instead he played it perfectly to just keep his opponent off. The cool thing you can do with some of these interactions is like with Erikos is when he noticed his opponent immediately passed when he shut down the resort, he knew his opponent's just sitting on a hand of hand traps, and he's like, okay, I just have to keep delaying that card.
Yeah,
and
that
then
one card.
As soon as my opponent, if my opponent doesn't blank my turn for 3 turns in a row, I'll get there. And then he hits the utility wire, then drones it away, and leaves Tim just sitting with utility wire, no spiral agents anywhere to be found.
Yeah.
And then just gets right. He just goes, right, I've got like 2 clean turns of direct attacks. Go.
Yeah,
Get in there, guys.
Absolutely. Okay, well, so that's it. Erikos is going to the finals of the LLDS final. Is that right?
Yeah, that is actually correct. It sounds weird, but it's correct.
Sounds weird. So yeah, I don't have any update on the other match, but yeah, I'm pretty excited to see these 2 guys. I mean, you know, right from early on, these guys must have been playing quite a lot of Spiral and Mirror matches. So at this point, they're getting really into it.
Yeah. What I'm more interested in, which we'll actually already see by the time you guys view this footage, is how the deck evolved. If this tournament between these players actually evolves the Spiral deck. Yeah,
that'll be super interesting if one of these players who had this chance to see what the kind of the meta was like, if they go on to be really successful in the YCS due to changes they make by playing today, that would be really interesting to see.
Yeah, well, I guess we're going to have to wait and see and wait up for our final matchup for the day.
Present is going to know already. They're going to know about it. As in present when they see it, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Time travel.
We'll know.
Time travel.
Moving swiftly on from that creepy thing. Guys, stay with us. We're going to be back soon with some more content for YCS London. So have some fun. We'll be right back.